Hi everybody, how are you? Lots of people are posting about these red bugs that are killing their lilies, and there's a lot of them. So I've got a really simple solution for you, not only for the red bugs, but for pretty well 95% of the bugs that are out there. And that is, get yourself a sprayer. You can get these at Canadian Tire, Walmart, that type of thing. They're going to hook onto the end of your hose. Then you're going to fill it with dish soap, and you're going to spray the living heck out of the plants that are being eaten. And the reason this works is the dish soap doesn't poison them. All insects breathe through what's called spiracles, and they're little holes in their bodies, and that's how they breathe. Unlike you and I, they can't hold their breath because they don't have lungs. So the moment the soap hits them, it coats those spiracles, and they choke to death. And it's pretty well really quick. In some cases, instantaneous. Others maybe up to a minute. So I'm going to show you how to apply this, and I'm going to show you how a little bit of soap works on one of these red bugs. Excuse the noise in the background, there's a lot going on in the neighborhood today. So let's have a look and see how it works. As you can see, I've got one crawling around in a tray here. I've got a bit of soap on my finger. So I'm just gonna touch him with some soap. There we go, and we got the soap on him. And hopefully in a moment or two, he's gonna stop his crawling around and die. So let's see what happens. I've put some soap on them, and you can see that they're stopping living. Basically, they're dying. So I put 3 in the tray. The first 2 are pretty well done. The last guy's kind of hanging on. I might have not gotten much on his belly, but we'll try it one more time and see what happens with him. Two out of the 3 died right away after applying a bit of soap to them. And the last one's kind of hanging on there. I don't know, he's a little tougher than the rest. Now he's on his back, and I'm pretty sure that's kind of the last breath that this guy's gonna take. Yeah, he's pretty well done. So dish soap, this is all you have to do. But make sure that you get a good soapy concentration when you spray your plants, okay? And in the long run, we'll get rid of these guys. And like I said earlier, use it for all sorts of insects. It works really well. You want to make sure you have a good soapy concentration. You get under all the leaves, down on the ground. Anywhere they might be is where you want to spray. Don't worry about using too much. This is not going to harm your plants. That's all you got to do, and hopefully this works well on pretty well all the plants that you have. Pretty slick, right? You don't have to spend a lot of money to get rid of them. You know, it's basically non-toxic. It's not going to hurt your pets, and it needs to be on contact. Remember that. It's not a residual. They don't crawl through it later on. You need to be able to actually hit the bugs that you're trying to kill. So one of these, they look in different shapes and sizes. They're in about 20 some odd dollars, and most places, including garden centers, have them. If you have an old one, don't use it, because if it's had chemicals in there, you're going to kill your plants. The soap on its own hasn't killed anything that we've tried it on. We do veggies, we do flowers, I do my grass, my trees, not a problem. So hopefully this works out for you, and see you around the neighborhood. Have a good day. Take care.